Mom. It's Elon. Can you pick me up? The boys are being mean to me. Elon Musk, the world's top unelected psycho, says he's finally stepping back from his very important work at the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. The news comes as his contract as a special government employee is running out of time, ending in May, and Tesla is, well, up in flames and losing a lot of money. Although the White House once said Elon was here to stay, Elon has reportedly cited vicious and unethical attacks from the left as a key reason for his departure. But inside the White House, it seems like everyone might just be sick of him there too. Will he actually leave? How did we get to the point where the guy who makes flamethrowers is clashing over IRS appointments and trade policy? Let's unpack the bizarre, fiery, occasionally F-bomb-filled saga of Elon's crash course in Washington power games, and whether he's finally ready to leave or if it's all just talk. During a Tesla earnings call, Elon Musk announced he'd be shifting his focus back to his day job, running an electric car company. Starting next month, he plans to dedicate significantly more time to Tesla, now that his side project, Doge, is apparently up and running. He said he would spend a day or two each week on Doge matters, probably for the remainder of the president's term. He intends to continue to support Doge for as long as the president would like him to, and as long as it's useful, he says. Elon's role as the head of Doge has come under scrutiny from, I don't know, just about everybody, but especially among Tesla investors, who are less than thrilled about Elon's extracurriculars. With Tesla facing a serious sales slump, many are urging him to drop the Doge drama completely and just get back to work. On Tuesday, Tesla reported some brutal numbers. Car sales dropped 20% in the first quarter compared to last year, and profits plunged more than 70%. The company didn't sugarcoat it, warning investors that the rough ride might not be over anytime soon. It declined to offer a growth forecast and cited changing political sentiment as a potential drag on demand. Elon, never one to take criticism quietly or well, blamed a growing protest movement known as Tesla Takedown on people, quote, trying to attack me and the Doge team, suggesting that his side gig in government efficiency may be taking more heat than it's worth. Proving once again his incredible inability to live in reality, he said, they're obviously not going to admit that the reason they're protesting is because they're receiving fraudulent money. While Elon insists that Doge has been a success in slashing government waste and fraud, others are not so sure. Many of those claims from Doge have been challenged, particularly the group's much-touted wall of receipts. According to a New York Times report, Doge altered or completely removed over 1,000 of the contracts it had originally claimed to cancel, amounting to more than 40% of all the listings on its site. In other words, Musk says he's cleaning up corruption. Critics say he's just making a mess. Over at Tesla, shares in the company had shed about 37% of their value this year as of market close on Tuesday. They rose by more than 5% in after-hours trading following the results. Trump's tariffs on China also weighed heavily on Tesla. Although the vehicles Tesla sells in its home market are assembled in the US, it depends on many parts made in China. According to the company, rapidly evolving trade policy could hurt its supply chain and raise costs. Tesla's quarterly update said, this dynamic, along with changing political sentiment, could have a meaningful impact on demand for our products in the near term. On Tuesday, Elon said he thought Tesla was the car company least affected by tariffs because of its localized supply chains in North America, Europe, and China. But he added that the tariffs were, quote, still tough on a company where margins are low, saying, I'll continue to advocate for lower tariffs rather than higher tariffs, but that's all I can do. At the start of Trump's new term, Elon Musk looked untouchable, toting his son through the Oval Office, hobnobbing with world leaders, dismantling USAID, and running around with the chainsaw and all the other stuff he does. But in recent weeks, Elon's once limitless sway in Trump's inner circle has started to show cracks. A series of setbacks now has some wondering just how firm his grip on power in the White House really is. Last week, Elon Musk and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent reportedly got in a full-blown shouting match in the West Wing over who should run the IRS. Because apparently governing now involves WWE-style face-offs, but it was WrestleMania over the weekend, so I don't know, maybe it was just in the air. According to Axios, the clash began when Elon tried to bypass Scott and convince Trump to install Gary Shapley, an ex-IRS agent and anti-Biden whistleblower, as interim commissioner. Scott, who actually oversees the IRS, had other plans, namely appointing his deputy until Trump's official nominee is confirmed. Things escalated quickly. Witnesses said F-bombs flew as Scott, who's apparently usually mild-mannered, unloaded on Elon, taking shots at the flimsy results from his much-hyped Department of Government Efficiency. Elon, never one to back down, hit back by accusing him of being a Soros agent. Because of course he did. Of course Elon believes anti-Semitic conspiracy theories about other billionaires. Ugh, of course he did. It got so loud that a White House aide had to physically break them up. Just another day in Trump's Washington, I guess. It's not even Elon's first tell-off/screaming match in the White House. In March, he got into it with Marco Rubio, forcing Trump to try and tone him down and put him in check. But did it work? You tell me. I did a whole breakdown on the Rubio-Musk battle. It's very middle school vibes. Check it out wherever it is on the screen if you love Elon drama and especially people saying mean things to him. The White House isn't exactly denying the West Wing brawl. Press Secretary and generally confused person Caroline Leavitt brushed it off, saying it's no secret Trump has assembled a team of people who are, quote, incredibly passionate about the issues. She added, disagreements are a normal part of any healthy policy process, and ultimately, everyone knows they serve at the pleasure of President Trump. That is so dystopian, eh? Like, what an insane statement. Yes, they're all yelling at each other, but as long as Trump's happy, we're all happy, yay. It's scary. In just 3 months, Elon has managed to frustrate Trump's cabinet by skipping coordination, falling behind on his grand plans for Doge, and getting publicly scolded by Trump after a leaked classified China briefing blew up in his face. His attempt to play kingmaker in the Wisconsin Supreme Court race backfired, and despite loudly opposing Trump's tariffs, he hasn't moved the needle there either. As the setbacks pile up, Elon's signature main character energy seems to be dimming. At a recent cabinet meeting, he barely spoke, far from his debut, which basically became an Elon press conference. Musk may be clocking out for now, but the world he helped to shape isn't so easy to log off from. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, and maybe if you like being mean to Elon Musk, we kind of do that a lot here, it seems. Make sure you like and subscribe. We do 5 videos a week on everything happening all around the world, in the news, and on the internet. 5 days a week, baby. It's hard to get a break from me. See you tomorrow.